Hello everyone. Why do hydrogen atom combine to form H2? Why does chlorine exist as Cl2? And how is water formed from hydrogen and oxygen? The answer lies in one of the most important concepts in chemistry, that is covalent bond. So today we will understand what is a covalent bond, how it is formed by using different examples. So let's begin. So first of all, we understand what is a covalent bond. A covalent bond is a chemical bond formed by sharing one or more electron pairs between atoms when each atom contributes equally. So in this covalent bond, there is a sharing of one or more electrons in between two atoms. Means when the two atoms combine, they share electrons with each other to form a covalent bond, or to attain a stability or to attain a noble gas configuration. So here we will understand this with a example of formation of H2 molecule. How hydrogen molecule is formed. So to understand this, we must know atomic number of hydrogen. As we know that atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So when we write electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1. Means when we write 1s orbital, in the 1s orbital only one electron is present. So to complete this 1s orbital, hydrogen required 2 electrons. So how hydrogen getting these 2 electrons? Because here 1 electron is already present and it required 1 electron to complete this shell. So this hydrogen combined with another hydrogen having same 1 electron, means it this hydrogen share 1 electron with another hydrogen, so both getting 2 electrons and complete their 1s orbital. So how this happen? See that here this is a hydrogen atom, here there is a single electron, and this combined with another hydrogen containing single electron, then there is a formation of H2 molecule and both getting 2 electrons, both completing their 1s shell, 1s orbital, and there is a formation of hydrogen hydrogen covalent bond. See that here there is a formation of hydrogen hydrogen covalent bond. Now we understand this concept with the help of another example, that is formation of HF molecule. So when HF molecule is formed, how HF molecule is formed? Here there is a one hydrogen atom and one fluorine atom. So when both forming a covalent bond, there is a formation of HF molecule. So how HF molecule is formed? We must know atomic number of hydrogen. So what is atomic number of hydrogen? As we previously see, atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Means electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1. Means this hydrogen having atomic number 1 means there is only one electron is present in the hydrogen. So in the 1s orbital of hydrogen, one electron is present. So another molecule involved in the formation of HF, that is a fluorine. Now we see here atomic number of fluorine, that is about 9. So when we write electronic configuration of fluorine, the electronic configuration of fluorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So how we write this electronic configuration? See that here atomic number of fluorine is 9, means 9 electron are present in the fluorine. So how we fill these electrons? In the 1s shell maximum we can fill 2 electrons, in the 2s shell again we are able to fill only 2 electrons, and in the 2p shell there is a capacity of 6 electron, but here only we can fill here 5 electrons. Why we fill 5 electrons here? Because here 2 plus 2 4 plus 5 9, means 9 electrons are completed. That's why we fill here 2p 5. Now we write here this 1s orbital containing 2 electrons. So we fill here 2 electrons. In the 2s orbital, here 2 electrons are present. So we fill here 2 electrons, or in the 2p orbital 5 electrons are present. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here 5 electrons are present in the fluorine. So when we see the fluorine atom, see that in this outermost suborbital of 2p, there is only one unpaired electrons is present. Here one unpaired electron is present in the fluorine atom. Similarly, in the hydrogen atom, one unpaired electron is present in the valence shell. So this one electron of hydrogen required one electron to complete this 1s shell. Similarly, for fluorine, there is one electron is required to fill this suborbital of 2p. So fluorine can able to form one bond. But when we see the outermost shell, in the outermost shell total 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 and 7 electrons are present in the fluorine atom, and these 3 shells, when we consider this 2s orbital and this first 2p suborbitals, then we can see here 3 pairs of electrons are present, one 2s and 2p. So these are the non-bonding electrons. These are the non-bonding electrons, means which this type of electrons does not involve in a bond formation, because they doesn't need to they doesn't need electron here, because already 2 electrons are present, but here one unpaired electron is present. So that's why fluorine can form one bond. Now we see here hydrogen, how hydrogen and fluorine combine. As we know that hydrogen containing one electron and fluorine containing one unpaired electron, and here 3 paired electrons. As we know that previously we see in the fluorine total 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 and 7 electrons are present in the valence shell, but out of this there are 3 pair electrons, or we also call it as a non-bonding electrons. They does not involve in a bond formation. These 3 electrons does the electron pair does not involve in a bond formation. Only these single electron is involved in the bond formation. So this single unpaired electron of fluorine and hydrogen containing this electron, both sharing their one electron to form here a one bond. Means here see that this is a sharing of electron, means when hydrogen share this electron and fluorine share this electron, hydrogen getting 2 electron in the shell, or fluorine also getting a complete octet, because fluorine needed one electron to complete its octet. So see that in the fluorine 2 plus 2 plus 2 and plus 2 means total 8 electrons are filled in the fluorine atom. So fluorine also getting a octet or completing its octet, hydrogen also completing the 1s orbital. That's why there is a formation of single bond in between hydrogen and fluorine, and on the fluorine see that these are the non-bonding electrons which remain in the form of lone pair. So there is a formation of HF molecule. So in this way the covalent bond is formed between hydrogen and fluorine. Now we see another example, that is formation of O2 molecule. So how O2 molecule is formed? O2 molecule is formed from when two oxygen atoms combine with each other. So to understand this, we must know atomic number of oxygen. Atomic number of oxygen is 8. Now we write electronic configuration of oxygen having atomic number 8. Here atomic number of oxygen is 8, means number of electrons present in the oxygen are also 8. Now we write electronic configuration of oxygen. Then we can see here electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Electronic configuration of oxygen is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. Means in the 1s shell 2 electrons are present, in the 2s shell 2 electrons are present, or in the 2p shell 4 electrons are present. So we can fill 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this way. So here when we see why this electronic configuration in this way, see that in the 1s shell 2 electrons, in the 2s shell 2 electrons, or in the 2p shell 4 electrons, means 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 4 8, means total 8 electrons are present in the oxygen atom. So when we see the electronic configuration of this oxygen, then we can see here there is a 2 unpaired electrons are present in the single oxygen. 2 unpaired electrons are present in the single oxygen in the outermost shell. So these 2 unpaired electrons require 2 electrons to complete this shell or this 2p orbital. Then oxygen share these 2 electrons with another atom to complete this shell or to complete this 2p orbital. But when we see here total outer shell electron, see that this is 2s and 2p, 2 this is outer shell. So in the outer shell of this or valence shell of this oxygen, there are about 2 plus 2 4, 5 and 6 electrons are present. Means oxygen needed 2 electrons to complete its octet. To complete the 8 electrons, oxygen needed 2 electrons. So how oxygen form bonds? See here, these two are the non-bonding pair of electrons. These two are the non-bonding pair of electrons, and these two are the unpaired electrons. These two are the unpaired electrons. Similarly, in the another oxygen atom, these two are the non-bonding electron pair, and here this is a bonding, sorry, this is a unpaired electron. Okay, these are the unpaired electrons and these are the paired electrons, and they are not involved in a bond formation, non-bonding electrons. So here what happen, these oxygen share these 2 electrons and these oxygen share these 2 electrons to complete octet of both. Means see that here oxygen, in the outermost shell of oxygen 6 electrons are present, but this oxygen share these 2 electrons with another oxygen, this oxygen also sharing these 2 electrons. So total electrons on this oxygen 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. Similarly this another oxygen also getting 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 and plus 2 8, means both completing their octet. But here 2 electrons are shared by each oxygen atom, so it forms a 2 bonds. So here there is a formation of carbon carbon double bond. There is a formation of carbon carbon double bond, and these are the non-bonding pair of electrons which remains on the oxygen as it is in the form of lone pair. So each oxygen consists of 2 lone pair. Each oxygen consists of 2 lone pair, and there is a formation of 2 bonds in between the 2 oxygen atom. Now we consider here another example. So here this is an example of formation of nitrogen molecule. As we know that nitrogen molecule is formed by combination of 2 nitrogen atoms. So here we must know atomic number of nitrogen, that is about 7. Means in the in the nitrogen 7 electrons are present. In the nitrogen 7 electrons are present. Now we write electronic configuration of nitrogen, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Means 2 plus 2 4 plus 3 7 electrons, total 7 electrons. So when we write the these electrons, when we fill these electrons in the 1s orbital 2 electrons, in the 2s orbital 2 electrons, or in the 2p orbital 3 electrons. Means in the nitrogen 3 unpaired electrons are present, but see here, this is outermost shell, this is outermost shell, and in the 2p orbital 3 unpaired electrons are present in the nitrogen. Means nitrogen total, when we see the total valence electrons present in the nitrogen are 2 plus 3, means total 5 electrons. Means nitrogen needed 2 electrons to complete its octets. So nitrogen shared 3 electrons with another nitrogen to complete its octet. So see here, as we know that these are the electrons which we call it as a non-bonding electrons, or which remains in the form of lone pair on the nitrogen, and these 3 unpaired electrons involved in a bond formation. So see that here, this is a nitrogen containing 3 unpaired electrons are shared by this nitrogen to form a bond, and these 2 electrons are the non-bonding electrons. These 2 are the non-bonding electrons remains on a nitrogen in the form of lone pair. Similarly, another nitrogen sharing 3 unpaired electrons, and these two paired electrons are in the form of non-bonding electrons. So see that both nitrogen sharing 3 electrons with each other and forms a 3 bonds, and these 2 electron pair are in the form of these 2 electron pair are a non-bonding pair of electrons are in the form of lone pair. So in this way we can understand here covalent bond. So if this explanation made covalent bonding clear and easy for you, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe for more chemistry concept. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.